Sun, moon, stars.
It's a dark night, 2-0. So, you see the beacon of light through that black hole? Greetings, suns and moons, and of course, I have to welcome back all my stars. We're going to go ahead and get into channeling this energy. Either show me what it is I need to see. Now, karmic completion has a lot to do with a certain hex group. However, currently, they're opting to stay hidden. And this is because they feel like you know who they are. And because you know who they are, they're going to say that a horn was blown. However, because you don't know that this individual is in your midst, what this is talking about is you realizing that a certain person that you had in your home was also doing something, and because they were in your home, they left an energy imprint. Now, because these two cards fell on the carpet, what this is telling me is there's definitely an email associated with this reading. However, what I'm getting is this particular individual didn't get it. Now, for some, this has a lot to do with someone taking your things. And for others, this is talking about someone erasing them. Now, if you've recently uploaded any content that talked about your wife or a business arrangement, what this is getting to is you leaving a file open. However, for some, this file is associated with an iPad, and for others, this is talking about a laptop. Now, if you know that you left a phone, particularly an iPhone, what this is getting to is someone reading your messages because of the association with your accounts. Now, what I also know to be true is you are seeing 222. However, you're not aware that this particular angel number is associated with partnerships. Now, if you're seeing it in reverse, this is an indication that you need to release someone. However, because it's associated with partnerships, someone feels like they're supposed to be in a relationship with you or vice versa. Now, currently, someone that you recently talked to or someone that you had in your car is going to reach out to you. And this is because they feel like you watch me. However, this particular individual is not aware that I'm an elect one. And because I'm an elect one, things are going to get dark in their environment. And this is because they are falsely accusing me of doing things. However, in the background, this individual does some sort of chant. Now, if you've recently seen some satire, what this is getting to is this individual feeling like someone is back on top, so they want to see if the individuals that watch him are also going to pick up on their distortion. Now, I also know that 3 of these individuals are working together. However, this particular individual is trying to act as if they are a celebrity. Now, I'm not going to go into name dropping because this is exactly what this individual wants. They want this individual's name to be said so they can link their video to mine. However, what I'm going to tell you now, because I know you watch me, is all of this energy is associated with you. Now, if you feel like you want a one-on-one reading with me, my suggestion is for you to reach out to me at oracleoftheether@gmail.com, because what I see in your future is green pastures. Now, in regards to a man in the mirror, what this is getting to is someone's son. Now, you may have recently seen a photo. However, you weren't aware that at the time of that photo, someone was looking at you cross. And this is because you took a picture of them without their permission. Now, what I also feel to be true is Gabriel is in someone's midst. However, you're not associating Archangel Gabriel with Gabriel. And this is because you feel like they are the same. And what I also know to be true is a horn was blown. And because a horn was blown, it threw someone off. Now, in one of my prior readings, it talked about a horn being blown. However, for some, this horn was associated with the car. And for others, this is talking about Gabriel's horn. Now, if you feel like you know that that horn is associated with judgment, then you're correct. However, Gabriel is not associated with any horn blowing. What Gabriel is associated with is purgatory. Now, if you feel like you know someone that is being condemned for their involvement in a heresy, what this is getting to is you separating yourself. Now, if you recently did some sort of purification that entailed sitting in water, what this is talking about is something not being accepted. And this is because you muddied your energy with too much Odyssey. Now, if you feel like a candle will solve your problems, what this means is a reversal is not going to work. And because of this, you are now aware that your energy is shifting, because when you attempted to reverse something that you initially started, it went back to you. Now, you could be someone that is awake, and what this is talking about is you knowing certain information that others don't. Now, this has nothing to do with a particular doctrine. What this is talking about is you being aware of what Skywalkers are. Now, if you are someone that is not knowledgeable of Skywalkers, then I'm going to tell you right now, this is a certain type of archangel, not a being that wants to be an archangel, but a certain type of archangel. Now, I'm also picking up the energy of the fast lane champ. Now, what this is getting to is someone speeding in the diamond lane. And because they were in the diamond lane, they may have gotten a ticket. However, this particular individual feels like if they say that they are a certain celebrity spiritually, that people will pick up on that person and not them. And this is because they are a D. Now, for those that are wondering what D's are, they are demon, demon, and Damien. And these are specific types of beings that have not ascended. However, they have connectivity. And this is because of a paradigm shift closing. I'm being guided to end it here. Deuces. What is your name? What is your name? Sergisias Etha.